And in New York, primary results are coming in. CBS News now projects all candidates endorsed by New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani have won their contests. CBS News Elections and Surveys Executive Director Anthony Salvanto is with us to break down the results. Anthony, good morning. You've got an interactive map, which I love. Walk us through what happened in these races and how Mayor Mamdani's endorsement made a difference.
Well, New York. The breakdown here is it was a tough night to be an incumbent. It was, as you said, a good night to have been endorsed by the mayor. I'm going to start with this one. This is the New York 13th. For those who live in or visited Manhattan, this is Upper Manhattan and into the Bronx. Incumbent Adriana Espaillat loses to challenger Darlisa Chevalier. And this is one of those races where the mayor made an endorsement. And you see, if I will show you neighborhood by neighborhood, yes, Espaillat did okay in the Bronx, but all through this upper part of Manhattan, Chevalier did better. And then I'm going to take you to the New York 7th, which is another such district. And this one goes out through Queens and Brooklyn. Claire Valdez winning that one. And I'll take you, continuing our tour of the city here, I'm going to go to the Midtown Manhattan district, where Mika Lasher wins this race. This was closely watched. They were talking about different issues in here, including the use of AI. So this one in Midtown, Lasher doing better on the Upper West Side than the Upper East Side. New Yorkers will tell you there's some differences there, and we see them in the vote. And I'll just finish my spin around here with the New York 10th, Lower Manhattan, where back to the idea of being an incumbent, Brad Lander easily defeats Dan Goldman here, Lower Manhattan, and then all through Brooklyn.
The New York 10 primary and some of the other districts that you showed us, it was still close, though, between the incumbent and the newcomer. What, if anything, then, does this tell us looking into the midterms? What's relevant when it comes to this Democratic Socialist endorsement and what it does and doesn't give?
So two things. One is you have to see if this kind of candidate, these kinds of candidates also play out or do well in other primaries and other Democratic primaries, really beyond New York City. Right. Now, the label of socialist or who calls themselves a democratic socialist may not be as widespread out there, but some of the policies are going to be closely watched by a lot of candidates running throughout the country. And that's going to be a core part of the midterms and the argument through the midterms. The second part of your question, I want to take you upstate out of New York City, because I want to show you the New York 17th, because for everything that we just talked about, there's one district in New York that's going to be a toss-up come November in terms of everybody watching nationwide, which way will the House swing? And that's the New York 17th, upstate a little bit into Rockland County. Conley here getting the nomination. So she'll take on the Republican incumbent here in a seat the Democrats are going to try to flip.
It's fascinating to see this district by district breakdown. Viewers can see some of this data online. So
indeed. And thanks for the maps to our friends at Vote Hub, and we can dive into the neighborhoods. Go online.
Awesome. Anthony Salvanto, thank you.